We are an organization that grew rapidly through lots of acquisitions. And in the last 5 years, we acquired 4 new brands, 4 major brands, and expanded significantly. We started down our SOA journey because of that.
There was a series of rapid mergers and acquisitions that created parallel infrastructures and a lot of opportunities for better efficiency with respect to management of those infrastructures, getting the data, moving it around, and so on.
So we had to look at it all in kind of a holistic and enterprise level view. We needed a way to bring that data down from multiple systems and to compartmentalize it, if you will, and to create an architecture that allowed for reuse. Reuse and also taking us out of, to some extent, depending upon which architecture you looked at, some really antiquated architectures and move us more toward a services environment.
Luxottica was a great partner to work with because they, Kathy specifically, could see that this wasn't a technology solution, that there was many different pieces that had to move together.
Like I said, we took a look at a lineup of all of our projects because what we did was we chose to take the data that's streaming down off of our point of sale. We actually take that data and transform it and send it downstream. And that was our pilot project. So we started first with IBM. They had some strong enterprise-wide solution sets that I knew were probably going to address our problems. And of course, the Enterprise Service Bus was at the core of what we knew we had to start with. Message Broker, of course, was, is the tool that we use primarily along with MQ. Broker is amazing when you start talking about the speed at which it handles transactions.
Through the discipline of business process management, we say, here's some tasks and so on that we think these could be reusable services or service components that we can mix and match. Ultimately, the key is that your service architecture is trying to identify services that aren't going to have to change every time I reorganize my business.
The holistic view is people, process, and systems. And process, especially, and the people part of this, and governance, was something that Ken and we talked about at depth about the significance and the importance. So from the onset, we took his advice, we took Perficient's advice, and we established a SOA steering committee to really get the governance people into a habit. Now, a new habit, by the way, because governance was something that was new to Luxottica. We now have a really very vital architecture steering committee.
We don't have to have a massive governance effort. We don't have to have we have to get it to fit in to that whole evolution of people's intuition, their capacity to absorb it. To me, service-oriented architecture is bigger than the entry point. It's the plan. It's the whole transformation of intuition that's going to happen in people that helps them to become more autonomous agents working, in parallel to achieve multiple business objectives.
We wanted that silver bullet, but we also were all realistic to know that we had to find a place where we could start. We had to prove that we could implement the project or implement the technology, and that we could stand it up, and that it was going to work in our environment and was going to